Hello, welcome to today's edition of Pegasus Tests. On today's edition, this is going to be part 4 of our SERPA holster problems test. As you've seen on previous editions of our SERPA holster test, we're testing different variations. As I've said before, saying SERPA is kind of like saying pickup truck. A Dodge 1500 Ram is a lot different than a Ford F-150. And in the SERPA realm, it's kind of the same thing. There are so many different versions of the SERPA that we're going to try as many as we can, because this problem of the SERPA discharging upon withdrawing from the holster, because it forces your trigger finger onto the trigger, is, I don't know how to say it, but I think it's a problem. I think that does exist. I also think it's extremely rare, like winning the lottery, getting struck by lightning on the same day, rare. But you know what, for scientific fact, we're going to test this through. Our previous videos did show the potential exists, so we're not going to discount it at all. But if you have training, if you have a long use with this holster, I think the chances of you having a problem with it are going to be really slim. If you're new to using this holster, well, you know you have something you have to train around. Now, so far, we have tested out drop legs, both level 2 and level 3, with Glocks and XD Springfields. And this test, we're going to do it with a Polymer 80 in a Glock 21 holster. This is really a misuse of the holster, and I think that's part of the problem with the SERPA system, where people are encountering issues that are dangerous, is they're misusing the holster, and it's not intended. Now, in this particular rig that you'll see, it's on a drop leg platform. It's using the SERPA CQC, which is designed really to be a paddle or belt holster. And it's also designed for Glock 21, yet I'm using a Polymer 80. In this case, a Polymer 80 version 1. Well, as you can see, there were no problems doing the draw stroke. I did multiple draw strokes there, and no point did my finger go on the trigger. In our previous videos, we did have cases where the finger went on the trigger. A lot of video you don't see, because it would bore you to death, is standing there for a lot of time, putting a lot of video out, trying to catch an error. And on this time around, I didn't get it. The finger didn't go near the trigger at all at any time. Now, we're using a holster that was designed to go on your belt via paddle or belt loop, and we've put it on a drop leg platform. It's designed for a Glock 21 pistol. We're using it with a Polymer 80 version 1. So we're really stepping out of the norms to try to get an adverse result here. I want to reiterate that the gun was unloaded. It was cocked. That way that if we were hitting the trigger in a way that was going to cause the gun to go off, we'd hear the striker fall and know that, hey, that would have been a bad situation had the gun gone off. At no point did the striker fall. So with a Polymer 80 and a Glock 21 holster in a drop leg configuration, it seems to be pretty safe. Also, the SERPA system, I'm noticing the more testing we do, is that if you establish a proper firing grip on the firearm, that is, you get your firing grip, you have a firm grip on it, then you activate the release, it seems to almost alleviate the chance that you're going to have a problem. We hope you found this test of the SERPA holster system helpful and informative. We're going to keep doing these evaluations on all possible combinations of the SERPA that we can over time, so we can try to figure out exactly where this problem occurs, where people have a case of injuring themselves on the draw stroke. Like I've said before, testing's starting to indicate that this is kind of a really random thing, that win the lottery, get struck by lightning twice in the same day kind of randomness, and that there's not really there as much as people would like to think, or I should say not people, the internet would like to make you think. But we're going to keep testing, and we'll show you the data with whatever we learn.